Hi, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to this Friday edition, obviously, of Time on Overtime. That's the one and only Time on Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsenal, your host. Uh, if you haven't done so yet, hit the like and subscribe button down there. Thank you very much. Let your friends and acquaintances and associates know that the next subscriber to my broadcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can tell them what it is you're going to win. And again, as I've said in the past, I don't like the use of the word subscribe. That scares too many people off. They hear the word subscribe, they think they're committing to something. You're not committing to anything here or obligated to anything. This is all free. Free. You can see a ball game, you can see a Tiger game tonight on Channel 10 here locally in WILX TV for free. But that doesn't happen very often. Anytime I do this, it's free. The advantage of you say, what's the advantage of being a subscriber? Well, you get notified every time I do this live. Or if you wish, you can watch it at your own leisure. You're under no obligation at all. It won't cost you one red cent, okay? Please tell your friends. Thank you. Hits and misses. The basketball game this coming season that was scheduled between Michigan and Duke. Yes, they were going to play again this year. Due to scheduling conflicts, has been canceled. Okay, they will not be playing Duke this year. Duke will be playing somebody else. I don't know all the details, but they're not playing Duke this year. That was announced prior to the end of the college basketball season. But so no Michigan Duke basketball this year. Couple of things that you saw in the headlines. We'll get to those in a minute. Lion rookies report to the Meyer Performance Center at Allen Park tomorrow morning. Yes, folks, football season is back. It's here. It starts tomorrow morning. They'll be on the field then on Sunday. The rest of the team, the veterans, will be in on Tuesday, the 28th, and Wednesday, the 29th. Everybody's on the field for their first full-scale workout. First preseason game is a couple of weeks after that, August 13th, at Cincinnati. So football is back, and it's going to have it back. The Lions are the consensus, pretty much the consensus pick to win the NFC North again this year. Of course, a lot of that has to do with the fourth place schedule. Lions won 9 games. They swept the Bears last year. Bears won the division. They won 11 games. They won 2 more games than the Lions did. Not a whole lot of disparity, if you will, in among those 4 teams in the NFC North. But so as the days go on, we get into camp. I will tell you next week I'll do a show on why I think the Lions will have a top 15 defense this year. Now, they haven't had a top 15 defense. You got to go back to 2012? I think it's been 14 years since they've had a top 15 defense. That was back when they had Dominic and Sue and Nick Fairley and Rob Carpenter and Chris Houston. And it was good defense, top 15 defense. But that was also the year in the playoffs that in Dallas pass interference flag on Eric Lebron got picked up. And that's right up there with Megatron not completing the process in Chicago. That just brings back ugly thoughts. You want to think about that. But this is a very much anticipated season for the Lions. And it's just good to have football back. College will get things going in earnest here in a couple of weeks. Last couple of days at night have felt a lot like fallish nights. Although it is going to be warming up again this weekend, just for a couple of days. Just for a couple of days, I think we can stand that. Basketball. Basketball. Pardon me. Basketball. Uh, if you haven't heard, and who cares? Who cares? LeBron James, the great LeBron James, 43 or 44 years old, however he is, has decided to sign a 2-year, $8 million deal, $4 million a year. I know it sounds like a lot to you and me, but in terms of the NBA, that's pennies on the dollar. What the Philadelphia 76ers, um, but he's saying it's not about the money. He wants to win. He came very close to retirement. I'm sure he did, LeBron. I'm sure he came close to retirement. So he's joining Jaylen Brown and company in Philadelphia. And that news came out about 11:30 this morning. So right now, the Pistons are, according to Las Vegas, probably the fifth best favorite to win the East next season. Fifth. Right now, the odds are the Knicks, the Sixers, the Celtics, and the Cavaliers, and then the Pistons. Fifth best favorite to win the East. I got to say, I love what Trajan Langdon did in this offseason. He made a concerted effort to bring in some shooters. And now, given what Chaz Lanier did in the summer league, it looks like he's going to be part of the rotation. We know he can shoot. The term window of opportunity. It's going to be. Pistons are certainly aren't going to win 60 games this year, but could Trajan Langdon, could he have gone out at the trade deadline, given up what? What would he have had to give up? 3 number 1 picks to get Trey Murphy from the Pelicans? He can still do that. It's not too late to do that yet, but that's what they mean when we talk about windows of opportunity. You might say he had his this past season, and he neglected to pull off a big move. It might have at least got them to the NBA Finals anyway. But as it stands right now, LeBron James is a Sixer, and again the Las Vegas odds to come out of the East: Knicks, Sixers, Celtics, Cavaliers, and Pistons. And again, I don't think it's too late for Langdon to pull off something like with the Pelicans. If you're going to be where you hope to be the next few years, that means a late first-round draft pick, which means you won't be giving up. You won't be relinquishing much. So a lot of teams have surpassed them. Even Toronto, I think they get that Kawhi Leonard situation straightened out. They're in the mix too now. So East is much tougher than it was this past season. Problem is, you see, with the window of opportunity, you know what the other teams are going to do in the offseason. You just don't know. And, well, we'll see. But one thing for sure is that the Pistons certainly aren't going to win 60 games next year. All right, commercials. Finish Line Family Restaurant in downtown. On Carlton, Finish Line Family Restaurant on Carlton Road at Hillsdale. Everybody knows where the Finish Line is. Across the street there from Aeroswick Printing, in between the railroad tracks, right next to Christy Plemons Real Estate, that green building. You can't miss it. Everybody knows where it is. It's just the best doggone sit-down restaurant in our area. It has been for more than 40 years. More than 40 years. More than 4 decades, serving us, it's just, what can you say? it's just been the best sit-down family restaurant, bar none, in our area. Hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. They are open until 8 through Labor Day on Thursday and Friday night. Friday, all you can eat fish. Thursday night, classic car drive-in theme. Award-winning breakfast served all day. Great family atmosphere, fast, friendly service, very reasonably priced. A lot of great new menu items. It's all good. It's all good. You know, it's just, again, what I'm saying here, I don't have a script I'm reading. It's just a testimonial. And I can promise you one thing, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you're always going to finish first. Okay? Once you've paid your bill and you're heading out that door, you will have a big smile on your face and a very warm and fuzzy feeling as you're headed out to your car for good reason. Well, I better see you all there. Okay. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare, seniors? Do you? Don't let healthcare costs pinch you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. So, whether you're aging into Medicare, in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Businesses, don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. You give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's and 2 T's, barrettins.com. You find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. Once more, barrettins.com, Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Quality PC, downtown Hillsdale. Tech Services. No other place to go. 37 Walton Street. About 150 feet, 100 feet maybe, west of Howell Street. 517-610-5372. Quality PC, the only place around here to go for tech service. Anything tech. Tim Lindley and his staff are more than capable of resolving any dilemmas or issues you may have involving the tech services. And whatever it is, computers, new or used, flat screen TV, monitoring, programming setup, maybe you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Just get in there and see Tim and his staff. Again, 517-610-5372, 37 Walton Street, downtown Hillsdale. Get in there and see them. And when you do, tell them Ricky and Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Kirk Skubal spoke after last night's Tiger 4-3 win over the Royals. And he's been saying a lot lately. And earlier in the week, I forget who he was doing the interview with, but he stated, it sounds to me like he's gone. He's starting tonight. Sounds to me like he's out of here. He stated earlier in the week, he knew this past winter that he was having issues with his elbow. He could feel something in there that he'd never felt before. But he didn't say anything because he didn't want to jeopardize his salary arbitration. And then naturally, after something like that comes up, he kind of gets a little bit crucified in the press and from the fans. And he obviously didn't like that for what he had to say last. I don't have enough time to play the audio here. It lasted about 15 minutes. He held court in front of his locker after the game last night. I thought it was rather contentious, rather irate attitude on his part, saying a lot of what you've been hearing are lies. Not good. He sounds like a man who's on his way out here. So, after tonight, then he would have one other start. That would be next Wednesday afternoon. That'd be the last game on the homestand here against the Orioles. That would be that. What is that? The 29th. Yeah, the 29th. That would be uh, just a few days ahead of the trade deadline. They'll be out in Sacramento then on August the 3rd. And keep in mind too, it would be 3 p.m. Eastern time is the trade deadline. But if they'll be in Sacramento at the time, so it'll be noon their time. And I'm sure Scott Harris realizes that. You got to get going to do something. He has to be done by noon on Monday, a week from Monday, August the 3rd. Yeah, they've got they're playing. They got 3 games left with the Royals. They got to win at least 2 of the next 3. And they got to take at least 2 or 3 from Baltimore. Then they head on the road for their longest road trip of the year, 3-city West Coast trip, 3 in Sacramento, 3 in Seattle, and 3 in San Francisco before coming back here for their most relevant homestand of the year. It's only 6 games, but it's 3 with the Guardians and 3 with the White Sox. Yeah. It's hard to keep in mind, too, that Skubal's not the only veteran with an expiring contract after this year. Casey Mize, Jack Flaherty, Gleyber Torres. Scott Harris has a pretty full plate. And I would say after last night's conversation that he had with the media, I would say Skubal's done. I think he's all done here. AJ Hinch was asked about it this morning on his bi-weekly radio show that he does with The Ticket. You know, AJ Hinch, you can see how this man has a degree in psychology from Stanford. This is all part of the deal. Managing or coaching a major league professional team is knowing how to deal with the press and the media. Nobody does that better than AJ Hinch. Nobody. This guy is Mr. Cool. I have never seen him get upset with anyone. Stephen Vogt of the Guardians is also very good with the press, but AJ Hinch, very good with the media. Jim Leland, not so much. You know, he got into it a few times with the media. Knowing how to handle the media. Yeah, that's all part of being a manager or a major league coach. And I don't think anybody does it better than AJ Hinch does. Okay, that's one more thing. If you didn't see it, didn't hear, CBS analyst on the #1 team with Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, has been arrested in Milwaukee for drunk driving. He was well over the legal limit for the state of Wisconsin. Okay. He was booked. Obviously, posted bond. He's out now. His court date won't be until after the NFL ceases. It's about the middle of September. But he was well over the limit. He was gassed. Okay. I don't know what he was doing in Milwaukee. If you go to YouTube, you can see his mugshot. And obviously, that's a picture of somebody that's pretty shit-faced, you know, just from looking at his mugshot. So Tony Romo, oh, Jim, here we go. Right to the slammer. That's going to do it. We'll talk about a lot of this tomorrow morning with Andy and Jed from 9 to 10 here locally on WCSR 92.1 FM tomorrow from 9 to 10. Please give us a listen. In the meantime, I will talk to you all again then on Monday. Have yourselves a very great weekend. Thanks so much for watching and listening to me. Remember to please treat each other with respect. And once again, thank you. Tell your friends. So until Monday, then, I'll simply bid you all a very pleasant good evening. So long, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.